Welcome everybody to the news/opinions video that I always do. Everything has my opinion, so take it as you will. Hate it or love it, I'm still gonna be here, still gonna be giving my opinions, and still gonna be doing my video. I decided to go and watch some stuff and figure out what was going on with Hololive right now. We have something from our Hololive, which is someone directly from the fandom of Hololive, as we can call it. And it's been allowed to stay on for 8 hours, so they, of course, Hololive, as any other subreddit from a large agency, including our Nijisanji, is run by Hololive and their staff. So let's take a look. Hololive management forced Chloe to come in to record a week after she caught COVID. Let's see the whole story. That is a very inflammatory top title and stuff like that. Of course, well, let's look at the whole story. This is Chloe's own words and timestamps to show. Thought my cough had decreased a little, but the next day, for some reason, it increased again. Was like, what is going on? But then I thought it did decrease a bit today, didn't it? Yet I was coughing excessively again. Right now, it's the same. My nose is stuffy and have phlegm stuck in my throat, causing me to cough. 2015, 20 minutes and 15 seconds into the recording. Cough seems to have happened because of phlegm. It gets caught between my throat and my esophagus. Feels like I'm drowning, making me gag and cough, but I've recovered enough that I only cough when there's phlegm. Back then though, it was so bad that I was coughing almost 24/7. Except when I was asleep, though maybe I was coughing even then. I was never ending cough. And then it continues at this timestamp. Then it settled down a bit, only to worsen again the next day. At that point, I thought, this is hopeless, it must be serious, but I had a recording session. At the recording session, I had to record 2 songs. Honestly, didn't even know if I could do one. I was told, let's give it a try. So I went ahead and recorded it. A bit of societal pressure, maybe. My coughing was so severe that I worried about infecting others. They said after 10 days of COVID, it's okay to be around people, as the virus supposedly weakens by then. It's my 11th day, so I hoped it would be okay. I no longer had nausea, but singing brought out the cough. The more I sang, the more I coughed. The coughing made me feel nauseous. I was afraid I'd vomit, so I asked for a break. After about 5 minutes, we resumed recording. I barely managed to record the 2 songs, but honestly, the quality was awful. My voice was weak, I coughed too much, and the timing was off. I hated it. I didn't want to release such poor quality recordings, but I had no choice. Afterward, my voice was hoarse. The next day, I was told there was another recording session, but I refused, saying I physically can't do it. 2407. Even though I explained my condition, they kept pushing. I proposed various solutions, but they insisted. I thought if I record in this state, the quality will be terrible, and I'll harm my vocal cords. 2507, they suggested we at least try recording and see how it goes, but I argued it was pointless. Using my voice for the recording would leave me unable to do anything else afterwards. I strongly insisted it wasn't feasible. Despite my protests, they continued pushing. I understood they had a schedule to keep, but I felt they weren't considering my health or the quality of the work. Eventually, I became mentally and physically exhausted, thinking, why don't they treat this like a proper product? Why are they risking my health for this? I cried when I got home because it was so overwhelming. I realized I need to be more assertive. This time, I was stronger than usual, but I still consider others' feelings too much. I didn't want to hurt anyone, but in the end, I didn't believe it didn't benefit anyone. I told them the current situation wasn't good for anyone. It would be better to record on another day when I was healthier to produce results. They finally agreed to reschedule. So they finally relented after her again and again and again and again, refusing, giving the different options, saying I can't do this, saying my voice is bad, my voice is hoarse, the quality is going to be bad. This isn't upper management. This is her direct management. The people involved directly with this, with the project. A manager from Hololive, but directly with this project, saying you have to do this. We have to continue. This person says, so Chloe describing her struggles with severe coughing and health issues from COVID while still being pressurized to attend recording sessions. Despite her condition, she was compelled to record 2 songs, resulting in subpar quality and further strain on her health. Chloe also highlights her frustration with the lack of consideration for her health and the quality of her work, ultimately advocating for herself to reschedule the future recordings. This experience made her realize the importance of standing her ground more firmly in such a situation. So in general, this makes management look very bad. And again, things I could catch specifically was around 2400 to 2530 mark, where her manager did understand Chloe's situation, but still encouraged her to show up for recordings anyway. If it was a bust, then so be it. That's where Chloe didn't understand why it had even to be done, if it had to be done, since it was an exercise in futility. If anyone else interested in listening, the timestamp about a recording is specifically around 2114. Listening to the original stream, it seems that while half of the message she wanted to get across was her frustration, the other half was a lesson for herself for being more assertive and direct in these cases, since she feels once she started using stronger language, she managed to get across to her manager and the production team how badly she felt actually work on alternatives rather than just push her. She also mentioned that in 1940, She had several projects that she actually managed to reject or work around or reschedule, but this one project was more inflexible. At 3300, she had kinder words for her manager. 33 minutes in, saying that in most other circumstances that she's her ally and on her court, even calling her a mother. So this was a bad situation, probably where management themselves were getting a lot of push. This needs to get done. This needs to get done now. You know, an important sponsor, whatever it is, important moment, whatever it is. I am very surprised to see this. Honestly, very surprised to see this from any manager in Hololive. I'm surprised that the manager's still there in Hololive after something like this happens. All managers are hardworking and caring about their talents in their own ways. Talents sometimes need to be more assertive and direct to get what they want or need. That's the thing. That's one thing, and part of it is societal pressure, peer pressure, whatever you will, of do it for the company, work hard for the company, work hard for the greater good, less individualism in the sense of like over here in the US, you'd be very individualistic, even to the negative effects of someone else. You know, that kind of stuff would happen. And I do think it is not good. I haven't learned Nihongo Jutsu for a while now, so I can't say anything, but something verified is please. Means her manager should be canned. Watanabe's manager always put priority on her health. This was clear cut and bad on the manager's point. And I'm saying this mainly directly to the manager. We don't know anything above. We don't know anything in the higher end. We know directly the manager messed up in this situation. They should have been, not necessarily canned maybe, but punished for this. Absolutely. It's very clear cut. You did not put the talent in ahead of you, ahead of whatever project you wanted to do. This is bad. Your managers putting their head on the line for the talents, managers that are mismatched, but can do it after some retraining, and managers like this that should get canned if they can't take care of their charge before even basic stuff. I can see the production team might not understand how bad it is, but her manager should have her back and told them to kick rocks. The specific stream, so people don't say I'm taking things out of context, I'm reading this into this too much, is this one here, Chloe. It was done 10 months ago. It's 165k streams. I will be linking this to anyone who wants to see it. I will be linking this in the description below. When I have mentioned, when I go through everything, I will put this in the description so you can take a look at it yourself in those timestamps. If you can understand Japanese, go ahead and take a look at it just to, you know, double check my work. If I made a mistake, let me know in the comments below. That I love the memes. I love the memes. And the Parrot 4chan, friend of the channel, has been in the mines, the Niji mines, for a very, very long time. He says, with the monkey paw, you know, the monkey paw always gives you some weird things. Please let me out of the Niji mines. So 2024 happened. And all these, you know, Achan, you had Aqua, you had Amelia, you had Chloe, and now you have, of course, Fauna of graduations. And you have the Holo Star termination, and then you have Mel's termination. And he's like, no! That's like, because in the Homer Simpson one, it was like, the turkey's a little dry. The turkey's a little dry. No, because he wanted a turkey sandwich. And like, that tasted good, but the turkey was dry. So there you go. That's the meme. Petra has a bit of an update for us all. And this is good because, as I mentioned, Petra has been gone for about 4 or 5 months or so of not fully streaming. She's been on, you know, the whole grind that a lot of people do, which is contractual obligations, which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. But let's get a little bit of an update onto what she has from her account, not from what other people are saying. Hi everyone, it's me, Petra. It's a quick life update from my Pentomos. First of all, sorry it took a while to make this post. TLDR is that I recently started a new stage of school and I'm a full-time student again. Unfortunately, it currently requires a lot of hard work, which school does, absolutely, especially college, and almost all my time, which is why I've been so inactive on YouTube and even Twitter recently, as I think it'll take a few more months before things get easier in the interest of my health and sanity. I've decided to go properly on hiatus until at least the end of the year and likely early 2025. I'm really sorry for taking so long to say anything. Usually try to avoid going into too much details about IRL stuff, and I thought I might be able to avoid this announcement altogether if I just became a god at school and learned everything super fast. Unfortunately, that hasn't happened yet, so I'll have to be away for a bit longer. The good news is, whenever I have free time, I spent mostly doing background work, so you'll see me in NMF, Niji Fest, and a few more things here and there. Again, contractual obligations. But that's really the max I can handle outside of school at the moment. Thank you, staff, for all the deadline extensions and for working around my schedule. Well, at least I hear she's saying that, like, staff is helping around. Really, really miss you guys. It's difficult not being able to do streams I want or missing out on events and collabs I'd like to be a part of. But I have so many goals I want to achieve, and I'm determined to keep working hard both in Niji and in school. I'm truly grateful to you guys for supporting my efforts to do stuff outside of Nijisanji, and even if it means I can't always be active, not being able to fully devote myself to something I'm so passionate about is frustrating, and the thought of being left behind can be scary. But so many of you have told me that it inspires you to see me working hard at both, and I just want to know you all to know how much your words have helped me. If it means I can motivate someone, I'll keep doing my best. If I'm doing well, thank you for thinking about me. Thank you for putting in the time to create fan art and other works, even while I'm inactive. It means the world to me. I'll also be checking my tags and tweeting as frequently as I can, and you'll see me in some stuff here and there, so you won't miss me too much. I hope you can cheer me on as I get through school. I'm always cheering for you guys too. I'll work hard to come back. And of course, you have people like Alira, which, you know, a lot of people have some hatred with, but if there's positive words are good. Love you and you who works hard, but I hope you remember to take breaks and rest when you need. You are the hardest working person I know. Hope you're able to chill and also become most tensai penguin ever to walk this earth. Good luck, Petra. And Doppio saying, you're insanely incredible. Good grades. D stands for degree. If you're confused, you don't get D's in your test because they're not as good as A's. Mini Parfait, thank you for the update, Peto. You're honestly one of the most hardworking people I know. Even when you're juggling with everything, you still make time for activities. And I'm looking forward to singing the NMF. We'll all be waiting for you and can wait for more fun collabs with you in the future. Wait, good luck on your studies and be good at school, I believe. Pentomo never cry. Vinana, my grandma's so cool. We miss you, Petra. I'm rooting for you and wishing for the best in your studies. Let's collab again. For a million, Godspeed. A lot of Nijisanji people rose me. Another one. You have Vesalius. Good luck, Petra. You got this. You have, I know how busy you are, Rosami. And we all miss you. But I know you'll do amazing at everything. You'll be amazing at everything you're busy with. Thank you for always putting in so much effort with stuff. Good luck with everything, Peto. Take the time you need. When you're back, I can't wait to do lots of stuff with you. So everybody is having some positivity here, which is always very good. And it's good to keep the positive stuff going. We have an answer. I was wondering where Petra was. A lot of people were wondering where Petra was. She is in school. She's getting her penguin degree. She's doing it, whatever you want to call it. Bae's talk about recent announcements. They talked recently. She said, we've known for a while, but it's still really difficult seeing it announced publicly. I think it's hard to put into words. I don't know. Well, because for me, this is the second time a genmate is graduating. First was Sana, of course. And it never gets easier, you know. Bae hopes the speculations are kept to a minimum. I will say, though, I do hope the speculations are at a minimum. I know very difficult, especially with 2 graduations announced back to back. You know, it's very easy to speculate because, you know, you don't know a lot of answers you're hoping to get. But unfortunately, that is just how it is. And I don't think you'll ever get any of those answers. You won't. Most agencies, especially large corporations, will keep that right close to their chest. They will not let you know a lot of these things. It's just normal. So if you're thinking, oh, Hololive is covering for their ass, yes, they are. They're a corporation. They know that letting out all these secrets will affect their bottom line. They're not going to do it. At the end of the day, they are a large corporation just like others. They have a better track record than others. Yes, they do. A much better track record, which makes me personally feel that things are going to get better. Answer that you're looking for, and I just hope it'll be okay with that. That's going to take time to accept. She knows that Hololive's been changing over the years. Thinks that it should be different from now how it was 2 years ago. Change is important and not necessarily a bad thing. She says here, it's quoted, I think some of the other members have been talking about this already, saying that, well, you know, you can see some of the similarities of some of the members leaving because disagreements with the company. You know, vision's been different and stuff like that. Now, you can't ignore the fact that Hololive is changing. I think it's pretty obvious it's not the same as it was 2 years ago. Honestly, I would hope it's not the same as it was 2 years ago because change means growth. True. If we're always stuck in the little sphere, in that one little time, and there's no room for growth, obviously with that change comes the not so good side. Of course, it's positive and negative. We all see that now because the change isn't for everyone. So change is scary and it may bring some sad times, but I would like to hope that in the end, change means growth. Everything will be okay in the end. Not just how I see it, not to, you know, diminish anyone's feelings. At the moment, you're absolutely valid. It's sad, obviously, you know, losing people who have helped grow this company and have helped, you know, you guys and seen a big part of your lives. I would like to hope that everything will be okay. This is, again, another direct quote from Bae. Another direct quote. She's not planning on leaving anytime soon. She's not going to lie. I feel like everyone has had, you know, quote unquote disagreements. Everyone's gone through some stuff. It's not, the world is not perfect. Companies aren't perfect, of course. Just want you guys to know, and I want the brats to know, I'm still happy. I'm still very happy being here. I'm not going anywhere for a while. Same thing that Pekora said the other day. For now, she has no plans of leaving. You can't really predict what's going to happen in the future. You can't predict what type of future things Hololive will do. You can't predict what's going to be the straw that breaks the camel's back for each and every liver. You can't. I realize this answer is probably not satisfying for a lot of people. Really sorry. I already got awkward situations like this, but social anxiety noise. I'm sorry. I don't know. Really don't know what to say. But Mume is okay. She talked with her yesterday. Mume's okay. Mume's just okay. Talked to her yesterday. Mume is currently mooming. Of course, for those who know, if you know, you know, She's apparently doing some college stuff. She's doing some school stuff. So if you know, you know. Kurone is also okay. Well, she doesn't know exactly every time she asks. Kurone always responds with no, but in a joking way. Iris is also okay. We'll all be okay. And continuing, Kurone might not be okay, but she's not the type of person to say it. Gauge the level of okayness because I whenever I ask Kurone she's okay. Normally it's a no. But in like a joking sense, Kurone is perfect and Iris is okay. We'll all be okay. So basically saying promise. Hololive promise, the ones that are remaining are okay for now. She emphasized the word growth. Change for her means possibility of growth, which is better than just keeping things stale. She wants to believe things are going to be okay, as change means growth. But also, the change has negative sides. It's scary, not everyone individually might be able to go along with the change. Of course, I'm going to leave a little bit of this for you guys here, so you guys can pause and take a look. I'm not going to cut things off, so you guys can take a look at everything. Courtney ever responds enthusiastically, are you okay? You know, S is effed. Little things here and there. I'm not going to read all of it, of course, because I've already spent a lot of time on this, but I'll leave it for you guys to read if you want.
Kind debt collector here. The only one who can collect my debt is Yagoo. Guys, the reason I'm still here because... Another reason I'm still here is because I'm still on my debt with Yagoo Pay.
Oh my god.
The more project that I make, the lots of Yagoo Pay that I have. It's never ending, guys. I'm forever stuck in Hololive because of my debt with Yagoo.
Of course it's a joke.
The reason why I am streaming right now to pay my Yagoo Pay, so I can make another Yagoo Pay. Not because you love us, no. That is idle reasons. The real reason is Yagoo Pay. Yeah. Sayangnya Yagoo Pay nggak bisa connect ke GoFood ya guys. Yagoo Pay cuma connect ke project doang guys. Aduh. Your project are 100% self-funded, but the income from it's split between cover and YouTube. If it's my original song that is not from the Holo End, yes, it's 100% self-funded.
It's always been that way.
Yeah, I've been in that for like a really long time, guys. That's why I'm a yes man. I accept every project to pay my debt. Yagoo. It's very, very useful. Yagoo Pay is really useful for all the talents, to be honest. The price for the corporate and indie is usually different. So sometimes we just so shocked about the price. But because Yagoo is helping us, so we just so relieved. And yeah, we can split for like maybe 6 months or 12 months. Yes. Depends on the price. Are any of those projects profitable? Yes. Original song always profitable. Always. So every time you guys reloop my song in YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere, it's helping me pay the debt.
Now, well, let's talk about that debt. Let's talk about what she means by debt. Here's what we know from Marine, from others who have said it. When they do a song, an original song that isn't brought up by Hololive, that Hololive isn't having them do, a cover, etc., something that isn't being done for like, Fifth Fest or whatever, they pay for it out of their own pocket. Here's what Hololive does. Not everyone has $10,000 to pay for an original song, $2,000, whatever it ends up being, for animation, dubbing, all that kind of stuff, the sound mixing, all that stuff. Not everyone has money to pay for that. What happens after that is that Hololive is like, all right, we'll foot the bill for it. We'll pay the $5,000. We'll give you a 0% interest loan on that, which basically you pay us back for that. Just the exact amount of money that we paid you, that we paid for it. Let's say it was a $2,000 thing. You pay us back with 0% interest, which means you just pay us back the exact amount of money that we paid you. But you can do it. You can split it up in payments based on what you make. Let's say you want it in 6 payments, of $200 or like 6 payments of like $500 for 3,001. And you're making like $1,000, $1,500 a month. Then you could do it that way. Callie said that as well. It's always been that way, but the big advantage that they have is that it's a 0% interest loan, which you will not get anywhere. You will not get at a bank. Not even family members will do that for you a lot of times. It is very good for her. And that's one of the reasons she said she's not leaving. But let's see what people have to say. Let's be assuring that Moona won't be graduating anytime soon, but as an Indonesian, I think I can explain a bit why Holoindie girls won't be graduating anytime soon. Because they have a higher salary in Hololive. If you Google it, Japan has a higher salary than Indonesia. Plus, with the job crisis and inflation that's happening in Indonesia, it'll be harder for them to forge a new path if they decide to graduate. Ironically, the crisis affected me as well for finding a job here. Also, I know that Zeta has moved to Japan, but only time will tell if he'll get a new opportunity there. That's the thing as well. there is the whole thing of them actually working somewhere and actually seeing how that worked for them, that type of thing. So we will see how that all goes. And yes, it's a great opportunity compared to where they are. Hololive Indie Official. Holo Indie Official is the place where, you know, Holo Indie is their independent game maker, where indie developers, fans, etc. can actually use the IPs without running into any issues. They're having here, Kaela Kowalski has been appointed as a support ambassador. Kaela Kowalski, who regularly plays Holo Indie titles, has been appointed as the Holo Indie support ambassador. We look forward to your continued support in helping us make Holo Indie even more exciting. So there, she's an ambassador. Of course, she plays a ton of games, so that makes perfect sense for her to be the ambassador. And we have here, it's been decided that a game produced by Ririka will be in production, of course. Lots of other great information too. Please watch the broadcast. Kaela Senpai and everyone will continue that's making Holo Indie more exciting. And what this entails is here, the Indie first acrylic Ichijo Ririka, to celebrate the first anniversary of Holo Indie, will be giving away 20 of these ones right here. But here what it's going to be is she's going to be working with other indie developers to create a game for her, and she's going to be going through the bug testing steps, the alpha steps, all that kind of stuff, kind of taking you through the whole process of making a game. This is fun because, well, hardly do you ever see people take you through the whole process of making a game. So it's very nice to see that people are doing this. And it's very nice to see that Holo Indie is doing this. People are excited, people are pumped, and this is going to be fun. Welcome back, everybody, to the VTuber Showcase, the place where I like to showcase up-and-coming VTubers of all sizes, shapes, forms. All types are welcome because I try to make it a positive space. There's so much drama. There's so many people attacking each other. There's so much backstabbing. There's so many graduations, stuff like that. I want it to be a positive space for you all. Today we're talking about Minorikyun. Hello, this is Mino speaking. And of course, here we go. There is their Twitch channel, which has over 5K followers. And we have their about section right here, which is about me. Everyone, you can call me Minori. I'm a cool vampire. Started streaming on 4/5/2023, so they've been streaming for about a year. Feel free to chat with me on stream, inquiries, all that kind of stuff there. And of course, we're going to send you guys over here.
Wait, what's this song about?
What is a song about? Who knows? I think she split the audio probably. That is an interesting sneeze. That is an interesting sneeze. So there she goes, she sneezed. And it looks like she muted the audio because a lot of that stuff, especially when it comes to, this one is Honkai Star Rail, looks like. Especially when it comes to Honkai Star Rail, Genshin, any of those type of things. A lot of them are copywritten, so you do run that risk. Let's take a look at their YouTube side. It's 2.75, and it says she hates short kings, living in a $6,000 house in Japan. VTuber cries that Elden Ring boss destroys her. All these type of things, a lot of videos, shorts, other things here for you in case you guys want to see it. This is, of course, there's YouTube side that I will have all of this in the description down below. Thank you so much, Minorikyun, for allowing me to showcase you on my channel. Thank you so much for watching. That is all the news that we have for today. Please let me know down below if you want to know any more news or if you have any comments regarding anything that you saw here, which I will try my best to respond to. I love seeing your comments down below. Of course, as well, like and subscribe to the channel. That will give you more information every single day. I do 2 videos a day, so hopefully you enjoy.